guru where barbecue and grilling is made tasty. Today we're going to be doing some wings. So we'll be doing some drumlets and that kind of stuff. This works on whether it's regular wings or winglets, which are smaller type of chicken wings, chicken thighs. And if you like this type of comment, please subscribe down in the lower right hand corner of your screen, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything. But today we're going to be doing a couple different types of wings. So we're going to season them a little bit different. So this set of wings we're actually going to do an Asian style. So we're going to put on some of this toasted sesame ginger seasoning, which really gives them a good flavor. And then we'll finish them off later with the sauce with this garlic and green onion teriyaki. The Traeger chicken rub is good on any types of wings, and it'll go on both of them kind of as a base for all of it. And I mean, this stuff is one of my favorite rubs for the chicken. And then we'll put in this ginger lemon sriracha blend that we'll put on the spicy wings, kind of spices it up a bit. And then again, we'll finish this off with some of the crystal hot sauce, and we like the extra hot because my wife and I like really spicy stuff. So we'll go that route, and then we'll actually probably add a quarter stick of butter or half stick of butter with this in a saucepan before we sauce them up. And then we're actually, to cook them, we'll actually set it to smoke for probably about 30 minutes. Don't need a ton of smoke on them. And then we'll ratchet up the temperature to kind of render the fat, crisp them up, take them off, and then we will put them in the sauces and get them all ready to go. So with that being said, I'm gonna start seasoning these bad boys, and then we'll let them sit, and then we'll get the grill going. Okay, so we'll let those basically kind of set in and let those do that. I'll get the grill going, and we'll start talking about how we're going to cook them, and then watch them through the process. Mailman. At 180 because I like to keep it under 200 for just like the first 30 minutes. So we'll get a layer of smoke on it, not too much. I mean, that's a taste and preference thing. So, if you want it more, smoke it more and kind of test it and see what you like. We just like it kind of just a nice, smoky flavor, and then we like to ratchet the temperature up so that you can really render that fat, crisp the skin up, and then put the sauce on. And I'm using the Traeger gourmet pellets. It's kind of my standby for almost everything that I do. Just in general, there might be some specific stuff I do, but taste and preference wise, it's easy. It's basically a maple hickory cherry blend, and I like the blends because they're not overpowering with any one flavor, so they go good pretty much across the board. But I will use specialized pellets depending on certain things that I do. And the other thing I'd mention is, this Traeger is a little bit different than the ones that you typically see. It's got the stack coming out the side, and it's more of a barrel smoke. So you'll notice when I open it how much more smoke comes out. Not that it matters one way or the other, just kind of difference where you don't see it billowing out near as much as you do with some of the other smokers. But just kind of the way these ones function. And so with these, I'm just going to set these and just place them out throughout the grate. I'll probably, the very far edges run a little bit hotter on mine, so I'll probably keep them away from that. But I'll just grit them out and then smoke them for 30 minutes and then ratchet up the temperature, see what we get. So there we go. That was basically, that's 4 groups of these packages called drumlets. So there's winglets, drumlets, and then regular wings. And the size really doesn't matter. The timing may vary depending on what size you're using, what you want. It's kind of a taste and preference deal. So I really like these guys. We really like the drumlets too. So this one's kind of that version of it. But put some smoke on these, and we'll come back out and check them, and then turn up some temp. Alright, so we've had the wings on for about 30 minutes on 180, smoking at 180, so we'll take a look at them. My guess is we've got enough smoke on them, and then we'll turn it up to high and get that to render up the fat and cook them pretty good, get the skin crispy, and then we'll take them on it and sauce them up. Oh yeah, so perfect. Not overdone, just enough smoke on it to kind of change the texture a little bit and just get that nice little smoky flavor on it, but not too much. We'll cook it on high, and then we'll come back out. We'll check on them in 30 minutes. Sometimes, you know, the smoking step is optional. You could have it on high from the get-go and just put them on, and that usually takes about 30 minutes to cook them. With doing it this way, going from 180 to, you know, it's going to be like, today it's like 100 degrees out anyway, so it'll probably be 430, 450 as far as total temp that it reaches. It may take some time to get there, so it may be a 35 to 45 minute cook on this temperature setting, considering that I smoked them first, but we'll see. Then we'll just kind of play it by ear. It's going to have to do more with, you know, that fat that's rendered and the skin really tightening up and starting to get kind of crunchy and crispy. So, but we'll check them in about 30 minutes. Alright, so I just took these off, and I checked them right at like 25 minutes just to see how they're progressing, and it took a little bit to get the temp, so, and then at 30 minutes I checked them, and then I actually let it go to almost 40 minutes, which was just perfect. These are nice and crispy, rendered the fat, you can tell the seasonings we put on them are, you know, bound into them really good. So, you know, I've let them rest for 10 minutes since I took them off the grill, just so they can kind of set up, and then so they're not too hot. And then I'm gonna mix in about a little over a quarter stick of butter with the hot sauce, with the buffalo sauce, and then I'll heat up a little bit of this sauce, and then I'll get my assistant and we'll sauce them up. So I'm gonna transfer them from the foil that I took them off with into the bowl, and then we'll pour some sauce on them and mix them up, and then we'll take a test drive and see how they taste. Alright, so we've transferred them from the deal that I had them on the foil, and then we put them into these you know, containers or bowls, if you will, so it makes it easy to spread on the sauces for them. And so, you know, this one, like I said, is just the crystal hot sauce, extra hot sauce, buffalo sauce, and then I put some butter into it because it just makes it taste better. So I'll pour this one on, and then I'll help her pour hers on, and then she's gonna go get to town and mix them with me. And this is probably close to a cup of sauce. Again, it's taste of preference. It's pretty spicy, but we like that. That's really up to whatever you want and whatever your taste of preference is. And same thing for this. We just kind of do this to taste. The kids don't like too much of it on, but they like enough of it on. And so, you know, it's just a taste of preference deal. Look good? Alright, mix them up. And that's why I like these bowls. It just makes it easy to kind of tumble them around. You get them all in the sauce, and there's a little bit at the bottom, so that when you want to eat them or taste them or whatever, you can add more to it if you want to. You know, just taste preference. How are yours over there?
Good.
I think mine are done.
Are mine?
Yeah, they look good to me. You can get your gloves off without making a huge mess, eh? Alright, so show the camera what you got there just so they can see what that looks like. So you get the idea of the contrast of the two. But we got the seasonings on them, we got the smoke on them, and then, you know, we cooked them, and you know, they should be pretty darn good. So pick out your favorite one there. Is that the right one? Alright, ready? Those are very good. You taste a little smoke in there? What about the other flavors? Do you like it? What taste are you getting out of that? The teriyaki, the ginger, sesame?
Both.
Both? Alright. There you have it. These are pretty good. Oh. Mailman.